Andrea, I'm way behind on my Lego playing. I have yet to play most of the Lego Batman series.
Shame on you, Brandon.
I never played the second Indiana Jones game that came out, and I haven't played the Hobbit Lego. So I'm way behind, and you're now way ahead of me on Lego Jurassic World that you actually got your hands on, and I'm super jealous.
I did.
So I have lots of questions, but I'm just curious what your initial thoughts were about the game so far.
So I'm a big fan of the Lego games. I think Traveler's Tales does such a fantastic job with them, and the fact that they come out on every single platform you can play games on is also a testament to their ability as a studio. So obviously we're all excited for Jurassic World, the movie, which is coming out, and it seems natural for a Lego partnership. And Lego Jurassic World looks fantastic. I mean, the Lego games rarely disappoint. I can't even think of a Lego game that I didn't like. So Lego Jurassic World is going to come with 4 games inside that represent all 4 movies. So essentially it's one game, but there's like 4 experiences that tie to each of the different Jurassic movies. So you start, of course, with the original Jurassic Park and then go through the different iterations of the movies up through Jurassic World. So it looks great, the animations look awesome, and we have that original movie VO that we saw in games like Lego The Hobbit. I know you said you didn't play it, but if you had played it, you would notice that they use the actors from the movie's dialogue lines that you heard in the movie in the actual game to kind of really give that immersion feel. So, jump in, jump out co-op returns. Of course, Lego is known for doing co-op, and they have a lot of unique things that are happening in Jurassic World. So I have a bunch of information here. I'm going to try to get through it as quickly as possible. So
first of all, what did you play it on?
I played it on PS4.
So is this the first next-gen Lego game, or was Lego Batman 3 on next gen as well?
Yes, it was Lego. There's been several. Lego The Hobbit was also on current gen, and
okay, I'm way behind.
Lego Marvel Universe also came to current gen as well.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get into it.
Yeah. So, classic Lego gameplay returns. That means that it's that kind of third person exploration, adventure, lots of puzzle solving, collecting Lego bits. There's over 100 playable characters in the game, and for the first time, you can pilot dinosaurs. There are 20 collectible dinosaurs in the game, and each of these dinosaurs you will meet along the way through your journey, and you will be able to take over them and use them as a playable character, which was really, really fun.
Yeah, I think one of the concerns maybe that people might have is if you have something like Indiana Jones or Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Batman, like even when you get past that 50 character mark, some of those characters are still really beloved. It's like even some of those like side characters you still recognize, and you still, oh yeah, I love that guy. I don't really know his name, but I recognize him visually even though he's in Lego form. Whereas like Jurassic Park 3, I don't know how endearing those characters are. So that's like a curiosity, of how much you're going to go out of your way to really unlock those. So I think having the dinosaurs be playable is perfect. That you're just like, oh, got to unlock raptors,
Well, I mean, yeah, not only that, but like there is, you can customize them in the game. So Lego has a lot of collectibles, and there's 2 kinds of collectibles that we learned about at this presentation. One of those collectibles are amber bricks. So amber is a big thing in the Jurassic universe because that's where they get the DNA to make the dinosaurs. And so if you collect the amber bricks in the game, it allows you to customize the head, the body, and the tail of different dinosaurs. There's also collectible dinosaur bones. Once you collect all of the bones from the different regions, you can go back and play regions that you've already been to, and the dinosaurs in that region will appear as their skeletal form. So they'll be like their fossil form walking around as just like a bunch of bones, which I thought was a really cool feature. So there are weather changes that dictate what happens in the different areas that you're in. Each character has their own abilities, much like other Lego games. Like, we saw in Batman that, the Justice League all had their individual powers. Because we're not working with superheroes or fantastical characters like in The Hobbit, wizards and things, these are just ordinary people, but they have unique abilities. Dr. Grant, for example, has the ability to cut through Lego foliage, and all of the other characters have other abilities as well. So One of the things that I thought was really neat was that some of the most iconic moments in the Jurassic universe are these epic chase scenes. I think we all remember from the first movie that giant T-Rex chasing as he's going after them while they're in that classic Jeep. And that all of the chase scenes from the movies are in the game. And while you're in the chase scene, you can swap between the different characters in the car. For example, in that chase scene in particular, you can be, Dr. Malcolm in the back. You can throw flares into T-Rex's mouth, and if you get a certain amount of flares into his mouth, it unlocks something. And once you beat those chase scenes, you can go back and replay them as the dinosaur. Instead of being chased, you do the chase scene, which I thought was a really fun touch.
That is cool because a lot of the Lego games have this this split parallel between the good side and the bad side. So when we're playing like Lego Star Wars, you want to like get through the game so you can unlock the bad side, so then you can unlock all these other gameplay things and all these new areas that are specific towards, dark side characters or evil characters in the Harry Potter games. Got people doing dark magic. So I imagine dinosaurs are basically that. That's kind of like the flip side of a lot of these levels that you're playing, is doing that from the dinosaur perspective.
Absolutely. I mean, and one of the things that I thought was really interesting also is that TT recognized that the Jurassic films can be quite scary at times. I mean, not for adults, but certainly for kids, they definitely can be frightening, and the Lego games are known for being very family friendly. People of all ages can enjoy them together. And so what they wanted to do is take some of these more scary moments and kind of dumb them down a little bit with their awesome Lego humor. For example, in the scene where they originally meet the T-Rex in the first Jurassic movie, where they had the two Jeeps. Do you remember that scene where the electricity on the fence is down? So the kids get trapped in one of the cars, right? And so what you have to do is distract the T-Rex, and so they have this like pop-up giant dog bone. And what he said is that they treat a lot of the dinosaurs more like dogs in certain parts to kind of make them less scary for the kids. But some people might think that takes away from the essence of the original films. But I am a huge fan of the humor in the Lego games, and so I was totally okay with it. In fact, I laughed out loud in the demo when it happened. So I'm all aboard.
The very first thought that I had when I saw when I heard about Lego Jurassic Park or Lego Jurassic World was the guy on the toilet and the T-Rex like biting him, and the legs are still standing there like little Lego legs. And he picks up I can't remember the character's name, but like the lawyer basically that's there to make sure everything's going okay. So I don't know if that's that's how that scene played out, but I was like, oh, they got to do that. But I guess
they did the scene, but they kind of did it cheekily. It's not gruesome. There's no guts spilling everywhere or anything like that.
Lego
but
guts.
I do like how they so one of the few characters that's in multiple Jurassic movies is Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character, and I love how they make him just as sleazy as he is in the movies in the game. He in Lego form just like made me crack up. So it's really cool to see all of the different characters that you know from the movies kind of return in Lego form. I will say one of the things that I was a little bit critical of, because it's not all coming up roses for Lego. I mean, they're pretty great. I was a little bit disappointed with how they stitched the movie VO together. I thought in The Hobbit, they did a really good job of making it flow and making it feel natural within the video game context. But they do such a great job with original VO, like what we saw in Batman 3, that it kind of broke the immersion for me a little bit, because it was really jarring hearing some of the VO. And I don't know if that's because the VO from the original movie, for example, is super old at this point, and trying to get the actors to come in, and re-record it is probably not an option. But that was like my one complaint. Otherwise, like, this game looks fantastic. I can't wait to play it. I love the Jurassic universe, and I'm definitely excited for Jurassic World.
And it's not very iconic. Like Jurassic Park 2 and 3, like there's not a lot of lines you might remember unless like you're just nuts about the whole Jurassic Park series. So it might not be able to forgive some of the weirdness of bringing in these VO lines for the sake of like wanting to see these scenes recreated. You're like, I love this scene. I don't care what joke you're doing. But if you're not that familiar with, the specific dialogue in a lot of the scenes in 2 and 3, as much as you are in 1 or World, which, you might have just seen when you play this game, that might not, you might not forgive it as much as you did in previous games. And like you said, it's weird to come straight from the amazing, extensive voice work done for Lego Batman 3. to have just these kind of weird lines plucked straight from the movie. But it sounds really fun, and it like again when it was first announced, it was like a no-brainer. It was like, of course they'll do Jurassic Park. Yes, like I'm really excited, and I'm not worried about them making it less scary, for the kids. Like I love the way that they take the serious parts of any of their film franchises and make fun of it. Like even like Vader telling Luke that he's his father, and like holding up a little picture, like a little of him and his mom. So I'm really excited, and it sounds like you really dug it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the standout feature is the idea that you get to use the dinosaurs in gameplay to help you solve the puzzles, like using the Triceratops to knock over a tree that helps you cross a river, things like that. And I'm really excited to see the different locomotion that they use for, the difference between the Triceratops and the Brontosaurus and the T-Rex and the Raptors and all the different dinosaurs that you meet in the Jurassic universe. So really excited about it. Can't wait. It's coming later this year.
Later this year? That's all we know now?
Yes. Don't have a release date yet, but it's coming for lots of platforms. It's coming for 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, 3DS, Wii U. I think it's coming for iOS and Android as well, and PC and Mac. I mean, like when they put out Lego games, you literally have to try really hard to find something that you can't play it on.
And maybe we'll find out something more at E3, probably get a new trailer and some new gameplay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you for checking out at PAX. Appreciate it, Andrea.